Hey guys, it's Stan the Man. We're back with another video, meeting with Dr. Doctor. And today, Dr. Doctor is going to tell us about the notorious beast, which we're going to hunt today. It is very dangerous, but I know we can do it.
Oh, Stan.
Hello.
Good to see you. I was busy at work. Come in. So, have you heard, Stan? There's a scary beast that's been going around.
You've mentioned it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to hunt it. It's pretty scary. We've gotten a lot of reports that it's dangerous.
I've hunted before, but nothing like this.
Once Roy gets here, we'll do a debriefing, okay? And then we'll get... Go around!
Howdy y'all, it's Roy the Boy. Today, we're going to be documenting another survival wilderness film. We're going to be joined by none other than Stan the Man. I can't tell you how excited I am to be going on an official mission with Stan. He's been mentoring me for the past couple of years, and let's go. We should be getting some information regarding the beast from Dr. Doctor. I trust that man. He did a gosh darn good job on the Bork Doctor.
So, I've got some information about this beast, okay? It's about the size of a chupacabra. It's very hairy, and we know it loves pears. So I brought this along. Okay. And this time, I don't want us to get separated. So here, take this flare. You take it too. If we see anything, we'll light one of these so we can see it all, okay? I think we can do this, guys. We'll find the beast, okay? We're gonna hunt this, and we're gonna get it together.
Alright, Doc.
We'll get another pair.
And so we were off, looking for the beast, which could be anywhere and everywhere, but we were pretty sure that it had been to this exact location, on evidence of a lead of an unknown source. It was very far away, but it was all we had, so we set off.
So this is the last known location of the beast. We're just looking around here, trying to see if we can find anything. I'm gonna let these two pros handle it, because that's not my scene, but we'll see.
Guys, I think I found something. There are footprints here. Possibly those of the beast. They look a bit small, but I've been told the beast has many different sizes of legs. So, we might be onto something. Alright, now that we found a good clue, we know which direction to go to start searching for the beast. Hopefully, we're hot on this trail. Now that we were on the beast's trail, we knew that we had been sniffing in the right direction. We suspected that we would be narrowing in on the beast's location very soon. Look here. It appears to be a clump of beast fur. It's on the edge of this split path, so it means it could have gone in either direction. So we might have to split up.
Why do we need to split up? I thought we were in this together.
In order to cover enough ground to find the beast, it's almost necessary.
Alright. You know best, Stan.
Wait, guys. Need your pairs, right?
Right. Good looking out, Doc.
Yeah.
The Bork is a medical mystery to a lot of scientists.
Oh, this is a great video Dr. Doctor made back in the day. Has some really interesting information on some critters, and I love the filmmaking style in it. Now, I'm not as experienced as Stan the Man in the field, but I've grown a lot over the past 2 years. I mean, what can I say? I'm a much better survivalist than I was. Back then, you called me a phony. Not anymore. This first really important journey I'm having with Stan, I wanted to do it justice and really get into the details. I want to interview everyone I can. Now, naturally, I went to the first person I know and also the bravest person I know, none other than Don Doctor. We've gotten some reports of a creature they call the Beast. You know anything about him?
The Beast? No, I ain't heard anything about that.
You seen any beasts around these parts?
Well, yeah, we get the odd creature coming through every once in a while. They come and eat the plants, we gotta take care of them, you know. That's how it's done.
What do you do with these critters?
Well, you know, just like we did back in the olden days. We trap them and we kill them. That's just the way it has to go out here. You know, back when I was a little kid, we worked on the farm with our father, all us doctors. It was just a different time back then, you know. Things were different. We had to work, that's just the way it was. Us kids would all go out there. Every once in a while, a creature would come through. And we had to take care of them. Now these beasts were tricky that we had to catch. They were always scampering around the farm, eating all our crops. So, us doctors, we had to make do. We would carefully sneak around and set out traps for them. Then, when they came looking for the plants, they'd see them under the box, pull the string, the box falls on them.
Really?
Yeah, it's just the way it's done. And when you're a little kid like that, it can feel vicious. But you grow up in that environment, and everything becomes normal. Now, my dad, he's a vicious man. Now, some people called him the Beast, but he meant well. He really did. And you know, we all turned out good. All four of us boys, well, maybe except for Wild. And I love my brothers, I really do. Especially Brian, he's really close to me. Yeah. What were we talking about?
Alright guys, see this ground here? It's all crackly. That means it could be dangerous to walk on. I would have to use a special technique to test the safety of the ground. I would tap it with my staff, and if it made a good sound, that would mean it was safe to walk on, which it was. There was something here. It was walking, possibly distracted by something, maybe a video, and then it tripped and fell right here. This might be a sign of the Beast. Maybe the Beast tripped over this log and then carried on that way after falling over. I think we should go.
When I interviewed Don Doctor, something he said about how he and his brothers used to make these traps for them critters around their farm. I thought this was a genius idea from Don, and I thought, why not apply this to the Beast? I found materials, I found sticks, and I very expertly, some might say, crafted this trap. Some might say it's flawless also. I don't know if I would, but I went to go set up this trap in a place I thought the Beast might come through. Now, I waited and I waited for some time, and nothing came to the trap. I thought I might as well get busy and investigate a lead I had on a potential interview with someone who had a sighting with the beast.
Look at this. It looks like some sort of trap. Expertly made. It's probably for something like the beast. These traps actually are pretty ingenious if you think about it. As you can see, this trap has worked perfectly and has trapped me in place.
Hello? So, I hear you've seen the beast.
Yeah, I saw the beast. It was crazy. It was in the middle of nowhere.
Really?
Yeah.
I hear it likes pears. Is that true?
I don't know. I mean, it was really big and really scary, and it was like a sphinx cat because it was all like it had like no hair,
Really?
and it looked like a human, but kind of like an animal human,
Hairless, you say?
hairless. It was
Really?
like naked, like hairless.
Where did you say you found the beast, and how did you escape it?
It was right by the water. I was there with my sister, and then it looked at us, and it was really big. It got really, really big, and then we ran away, but luckily we were okay, but it was scary. You should talk to my sister. I think she got a better view.
Okay. Thank you for your time. So, I've been recommended to talk to you. You say you've seen the beast?
Yeah, I saw the beast. It was really scary.
Now, when I was interviewing this brave young girl, she unfortunately became too scared with the memory of the beast. Luckily, she was able to persevere through this trauma and continue
I
speaking.
should talk to my friend.
Right. Thank you for your time. So, what do you know about the beast?
I don't know anything.
You don't know anything about the beast? Now, are you scared of the beast?
Yeah.
You would say so? Yeah. I'm worried too, I would say. I'm worried too. I got some great advice from a young prodigy in the survival world, and he told me about this method he had just thought of on how I could scare away the beast. What do you say you did to scare off the beast? Interesting. Now, I know I can trust him. He was so highly recommended to me, I can't even count how many people recommended this kid. Stan better watch out for this kid. Me too. He's next in line.
Vem Magalenha Rojão, traz a lenha pro fogão, vem fazer armação. Hoje é um dia de sol, alegria de coió, é curtir o verão.
Vem Magalenha Rojão, traz a lenha pro fogão, vem fazer armação. Hoje é um dia de sol, alegria de coió, é curtir o verão.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Vem Magalenha Rojão, traz a senha pro burro, TT coração. Hoje é um dia de sol, alegria de xodó, meu dever de verão.
Vem Magalenha Rojão, traz a senha pro fogão, TT coração. Hoje é um dia de sol, alegria de xodó, meu dever de verão.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
This is a native papaya slug. You can actually eat these and they're a great source of nutrients. I am starving right now, but I can't bring myself to eat it because it's too cute. So I guess we'll have to look elsewhere. Alright guys, me and Dr. Doctor have come up with a plan to incapacitate the beast. It involves a certain plant that can be found right here. This plant is actually very powerful and has a toxin that can put a grown man to sleep almost instantly.
Okay, I made a blowpipe and a tranquilizer dart, so if we see the beast, we can use it on it. We gotta only use this on the beast, okay? If we see it, we'll shoot it with this, and that should take it down. Here.
What is this? Time to test this out. I'm gonna put in the dot that Dr. Doctor made, and anything I hit with it should be put right to sleep. I think we hit something.
As I was following a lead, I suddenly heard some sounds. I thought this might be the beast. I think there's some commotion going around over there. I remembered what this young survivalist told me of the sounds that could scare off the beast. And now, in self-defense, I started making them. I'm making this sound to try to scare off the beast, y'all.
Is that the beast?
That's not the beast. That's the Americanus irregularis. That's the prey of the beast.
That must mean the beast is nearby, or
No.
has been nearby but left because it's alive.
You're probably right.
We're on the right track.
Let's get out of here.
Now that we know we're on the trail of the beast, we're gonna have to be very sneaky so it doesn't catch wind of us. Luckily, I know a technique that will make us almost undetectable. Alright, this should be it. Now we have some camouflage that will hide us from the beast. This should make us very stealthy, although we're gonna have to go somewhere that we blend in a bit better. Bet you didn't see me there, guys. I now have my super special disguise suit, and so does Doctor. This way, we're gonna be able to sneak through the beast territory undetected. Guys, we found something. This is the beast's food. That must mean it's gone this way. We're on the trail. Alright guys, we're gonna go into this tunnel because, as evidence suggests, the beast is probably somewhere down there. Hopefully, we'll come back alive. But I'll be ready. I think we're getting closer to the beast. I can smell something. It's getting darker. I'm gonna have to ready my weapon. Doctor, stay close.
Oh, hold still, Dr. Doctor.
I think I hear the beast. Somehow, Dr. Doctor was injured. We're gonna have to postpone the mission to find the beast and get him somewhere, so where he can be cured. We need to get Dr. Doctor to healing. Luckily, I know where we are. There's only one way forward, and it's not very pleasant, but it's the only safe way that we can go. There isn't much food that we can get in this location, unless you want to pay an exorbitant price. It's getting very cold. We might have to stop. Make sure we don't freeze to death. In cold times like this, you're gonna want to make sure you come prepared. Luckily, I always do. Few people actually know this, but being in cold settings can actually dehydrate you. We're gonna have to resort to a very unpleasant survival technique in order to stay hydrated, drinking our own piss. Unfortunately, I don't have to pee right now, but this can be easily remedied if we drink some of this water here in my backpack. Then we'll have enough to drink once we pee.
Alright, y'all, I'm getting pretty hungry. This looks like a good place to get some food.
We had made it through the cold, which meant we were getting very close to the healer. I could only hope that the healer would be able to cure Dr. Doctor very quickly. At last, we found you, Shaman.
I have been awaiting your arrival, my son.
I need your help to cure my friend. I would have done it myself, but we didn't have any lemons.
I can help your friend.
Thank you, great Shaman. How long will it take for him to recover?
It will take me until sundown.
I guess I'll have to go alone then, Doctor.
Listen, boy. I know what you seek.
You do? How do I find it?
To find what you seek, you must first look within yourself, for it is both closer than you think and further than you can imagine.
I know what you mean. Thank you, great Shaman. Take care, my friend.
You might also get lucky looking in that direction.
Doctor, I'll see you when I find the beast. It seemed I would have to venture forth without Dr. Doctor for the rest of my journey. The shaman's advice had made perfect sense, but I was still confused and not sure where I should go.
Now, I hadn't gotten the lead in a while, and it felt like my search was coming to a real halting point. That's just when I came across none other than Dr. Doctor himself. Doc, I need to speak to you. Have you seen Stan?
Quiet! He is resting. He cannot speak.
Please, mister. This is a matter of life and death.
Very well. However, you must not strain him too much. He is still very weak.
Doc, where'd Stan go?
That way.
That way? Did you find any evidence of the beast yet?
No. Roy, I have to tell you, I think I know something about the beast.
Doc, wake up. What did you say you found on the beast?
We didn't find anything.
No? You just said you found something. Come on, Doc.
I forget. I'm too tired.
Now, after poking and prying Dr. Doctor, I was able to get a few questions out of him. I tried to interview him. He wasn't very responsive. He must have not been feeling well or something. Luckily, though, I did learn a direction to go from this whole exchange in order to search for the beast.
We seem to have stumbled across some sort of ancient civilization ruins. As you can see, there are many markings on the wall, and they appear to be worshipping some sort of god. Could that god be related to the beast itself? Who knows? But I've smelt and seen some tracks around here that indicate the beast has at least recently made this place its home.
I'd been searching for a while. I was starting to get a bit hopeless. I felt like giving up.
It's getting pretty thick around here, guys. I'm gonna have to drop some weight. Fortunately, I have no need for this anymore. It's getting pretty late. I was really hoping we'd get finished with this expedition today. I might have to set up shelter. If I don't, animals will start spawning and probably eat me. I was beginning to feel a little bit directionless, but then I saw something that reminded me of the shaman and remembered his wise words.
You must first look within yourself, for it is both closer than you think and further than you can imagine.
Now, after thinking, I realized all my time training with Stan over these past 2 years, I'd always tried to leave no stone unturned, but Stan always seemed to do it so naturally. He just knew. And I thought I would take a page out of Stan's book. Maybe I didn't need evidence after all. I ran, and I just kept running. Nothing could stop me at that point.
I'm gonna have to start looking for materials for my shelter. What's that? Looks like it might be Roy's flare. Let's go towards it. Oh, look, it's Roy the boy. Maybe he's found something. So, did you find anything?
No, I thought you would have, Stan.
Unfortunately, not yet.
You know, all this time that I've been looking for the beast, I worked so hard to track it and finding evidence, but it led nowhere. I thought I would succeed in the end, but it just failed.
You know, sometimes it takes longer than you would think to succeed at something, but you gotta persevere, because sometimes what you're looking for is both closer than you think, but further than you can imagine.
You know, I'm starting to think that this beast might not exist, Stan.
nonsense, Roy. But what do you say we go check on Dr. Doctor?
That sounds good, Stan. Alright, are we done?
You're not picking your nose out.
That was good. Okay, we got all of it.